Hello and welcome to this informational video about AP Macroeconomics. The goal of this video is to provide you with some basic information about the class and help you decide if this class is right for you. My name is Mr. Matesic, and I've been a teacher here at North Oconee High School since the 2018-2019 school year. I've been an AP Macro teacher since the 2010 school year, and I've been a College Board reader off and on since 2016. AP Macroeconomics is a one-credit, year-long AB scheduled course. It takes the place of on-level economics as your senior year social studies credit. Neither AP Macro or on-level economics has an EOC. How do you know if AP Macro is right for you? Well, let's start with if you've been recommended by your current Honors US History teacher or another AP Social Studies teacher. If the answer to that is yes, you should definitely take the class. Your teacher is a good assessor of your abilities, and usually the students who are recommended for this class find high levels of success. I would also consider taking the class if you've been previously recommended for an AP Social Studies class but have not taken it, or any other AP class in general. I do believe AP Macro is a good jumping on point. It's a good first AP class to take, even if you've never taken one before. Even though it's your senior year, it is a good class to kind of get started with, particularly if you're interested in point number 3, which is demonstrating to colleges that you can do well in rigorous college level classes. AP classes, of course, look very good on your college transcript, your high school transcript, getting ready for college. I would say you should also consider taking the class if you naturally gravitate towards being interested in math and science, especially maybe if you've been intimidated by other social studies courses, particularly by the amount of essay writing that is required of them. That you do not have to write essays in AP Macro. There's shorter FRQ questions you have to complete, but it's not an essay. So if the essays have kind of been the big thing holding you back, give AP Macro a chance. The skill set involved is generally we are looking for people who have a high academic ability and can achieve at a high level. This is, after all, a college level course, and it will be demanding of you in the same ways that a college level course would. This, of course, requires a lot of self-discipline and motivation to get things done and handle your business. General problem-solving skills, I would say, come in very useful, as well as a general interest in social science, though not necessarily history. There really is not any history you'll be learning or memorizing in AP Macro. It's all economic models. As such, I would say you also need a strong basic mathematical foundation and problem-solving skills. There's a lot of basic algebra, so if you kind of have a good fundamental understanding of mathematics, you'll be much more successful in this course than, say, someone who is particularly weak in math. General organization and neatness will go a long way. Organizing your answers is a big part of doing well in the FRQs that I mentioned earlier. I would say it's nice to have a generally inquisitive mind. If you are naturally kind of curious about how things work, the economy in particular, this class is going to interest you. Of course, the last point, punctuality and good attendance. The more you come to school, the more you learn. This class in particular involves lots of demonstration, lots of practice under supervision, and practice in general. If you're missing school, you're missing out on that. And from year in to year out, this more than anything tends to be an indicator of the success you'll have in AP Macroeconomics. What is economics anyway? Well, economics is the study of how society uses scarce resources to produce, distribute, and consume goods. Essentially, though, we would say economics is the science of decision-making within that framework. Macroeconomics, the course you'll take, is the study of how our economy works as a whole. We'll learn a little bit about markets, however, just the basics. That's more of a microeconomics thing. We'll spend a lot of time on the big economic variables, such as interest rates, inflation, and unemployment, and how the economy responds to changes of these variables. We'll take a look at economic trends and patterns and take a look at the cause and effect relationships that exist between these economic variables. And we'll study stabilization policies that the government uses to meet the goals of strong economic growth, low and stable inflation, and low unemployment. What will you actually be doing in the class? You'll be using a lot of graphs to explain basic and complex economic models and demonstrate the interaction between lots of different economic variables we have to learn about. You'll manipulate, interpret, and explain various economic outcomes, and you'll be asked to model economic situations, their causes, outcomes, and consequences. There are 6 units that include basic economic concepts, economic indicators, national income and price determination, the financial sector, Unit 4, the one everybody thinks is the most difficult, Unit 5, long-run consequences of stabilization policies, and the one that I think is the most interesting, international trade and finance. At the end of the course, you will be required to take an AP exam that consists of 60 multiple choice questions with a timer of 70 minutes to solve them, and 3 FRQs with a timer of 60 minutes to solve them. A lot of students want to know what I've told you, but they also want to know what will I be doing day in and day out. So a quick look at that. You can definitely expect homework each night. Definitely some nights more than others. I do provide study guides before each quiz, and then you put the study guides together to study for the test. Each unit is made up of 2 quizzes. Each quiz is made up of 20 multiple choice questions and 10 points worth of FRQs. Each unit also has an exam that's made up of 30 multiple choice questions and 15 points worth of FRQs. There's a midterm and a final exam, each made up of 60 multiple choice questions and 30 points of FRQs, which, if you remember, is exactly what the AP exam is. Both the midterm and the final exam are non-exemptable. You do have to take them. That's it for the general information about this class. If you're looking for more, I would do a Google search for College Board, AP Macro, and the first link should be College Board's AP Macro page. You can read through the official information from College Board about the course. If you would like to talk to me in person, you can stop by my room. It's in Wing 4, room number 205, or send me an email at gmatesic@Oconee County Schools. Thank you so much for tuning into this video, and good luck.